Israel's calculus is more complex and definitely more unsettling. There are powerful factions within Israeli leadership who view this conflict explicitly in biblical end of days terms. Jiang is direct about this in a way that most analysts just refuse to talk about. Admittedly, it sounds pretty crazy, but these factions want Iran destroyed, not weakened, destroyed. But some of them also believe that unchecked American imperial power is ultimately an obstacle to what God intends to unfold in the region. And they are pushing politically to make sure that America's not going to be there in the end. Much like Saudi Arabia, they want the US's help to weaken Iran, but for the biblical prophecies to come true, the US must be out of the picture for the war of Gog and Magog to take place and fulfill God's will for his chosen people, the Israelites. So according to Jiang, they have encouraged and cajoled the US into entering the war, but ultimately, once Iran is sufficiently weakened, they want the US to be forced to retreat due to domestic political pressure, something that seems pretty likely to happen if ground troops are used. That's the trap. America enters a war that its closest allies helped engineer against an enemy that believes it's fighting for its very survival, and it is, in terrain that neutralizes almost every advantage the US military has once they go in on the ground. Jiang notes this kind of thing has happened in history before. In 415 BCE, Athens assembled the most powerful naval expedition the ancient world had ever seen and sent it to conquer the much weaker Sicily. The navy was so dominant and so confident that defeat genuinely seemed impossible. Sound familiar? However, every ship that left never came home. The expedition was annihilated, and the Athenian Empire, the greatest military force of its age, never recovered. For the trap to work,